Hello everybody and welcome back to Toontown Corporate Clash. So, in today's episode we're going to continue where we left off, get some Toon tasks done, and we're going to be fighting Duckshuffler, ladies and gentlemen. Our first mini-boss, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really hyped for this. We're going to go fight this man, and yeah, let's go do it. Last episode wasn't super action heavy, you know, there was a lot of dialogue we had to get through and all of that, so we'll try and make it up to you guys this week. Where are the flunkies? Oh, and there is the Duckshuffler. You know what? How about we just start it off strong and just start out by fighting him. So, I have made a group for the Duckshuffler and people can just join. We talked about this last episode, but you can set up in-game groups to fight cogs, do all kinds of activities, bosses, all of that, and it's really handy. Anyone who's currently in the game can join as long as they can actually fight that boss and do the thing. So that's really sweet. Oh, and he just flew away. That's great. Now we need to go search for him on the other streets, that's fun. Taking a small detour, I just ran into like 4 different flunkies in the same street, so I need to quickly take advantage of this. Just fight these guys, and we should be okay. That flunky's gonna fly away, isn't he? If he gets too close, yeah. Man, wait, if I skip fast enough, maybe. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh, that's class. And get his ass out of here. Oh, and there's another flunky in the back. So hey, we're just swimming in flunkies right now. The Toontown gods have just blessed us today, it seems like. And one more. That building just imploded and I'm getting hit. Can't believe this. You know, here at the Goat Blake YouTube channel we only have the finest observational comedy, and you know, I'm very observant. I sleep with one eye open. And that's the task done. So I was actually wrong about the street percentages. Turns out Loopy Lane has 30% boss spots, which I guess just forgot. But now with those tasks done, let's go try and find the Duckshuffler yet again. A wacky way, 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 a wacky way. Toontown, Toontown, wacky way. What the fuck? Can't believe I got dragged into a fight. Duckshuffler, there he is. Okay. And now we wait. And we got a person. Let's go. Oh, can I get a spot real quick? Or someone steals it. There we go. And here we go, fighting our first manager. Now, this has a thing called content sync, where your laugh gets restricted to around 27 laugh, and you can only use level 2 gags. Even if you have all your gags maxed and everything, you just cannot use high level gags. So that's where the challenge comes in. Now this is the easiest boss in the game, so you have no real worries, but it's still worth keeping note of that. Brainwave! Got him. And now... oh! Okay, they dodged him. And now he's gonna use his cheat. Oh, he got 7s. So, he healed for 7, but if we were hurt, we would have also healed for 7. You know, everyone wins in that situation.
Oh, you're actually a low toon? Huh.
Oh, this person's calling me low. That's pretty impolite. What do I say to that? I'll see on my alt. There, my alt.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see! Yeah!
Low toons are going extinct.
Low toons are going extinct! I can't believe this. Oh, and he does not like that dog, I guess, because that's the second time going for him. Now let's see what he's gonna land on. Cherry jelly beans! We got free jelly beans! Let's go! That's gonna pay off my college tuition. Spit on him! And he even has like a little special animation when he's low on health. He'll get very sad. Oh, now the cat's getting spun. Let's see what this lands on. Ducks!
Quack!
Oh! Oh no! Quack! We are now ducks. It's funny, he's done almost every cheat in this one round. That's pretty crazy. You don't see that very often. Usually he'll just do one or two of them. This also tends to bug out the animations a bit, as you just saw. And we have defeated the Duckshuffler. Toodlef. Quack. You met your Quackitude yet? Yes. You know, we met Prince Philip that one time, we killed him, it was pretty cool. I'm gonna get put on a watch list for saying that. Because I live in the UK. If it wasn't already obvious from my accent. And there we go. Now, every time you defeat a manager Cogs, such as the Duckshuffler, you have a small percentage of unlocking either a sticker or a new accessory. They are very rare. There's like a very slim chance you'll actually get them. But it is worth grinding the bosses to unlock those, because they have some very nice accessories. I definitely recommend taking some time to try and get some of them, because they are very nice. Now before we go and turn our side tasks in, there's one more thing I want to show you guys. This is the restoration station. What you can do here is you can change your toon's appearance and name, and if you made your toon an Uber, you can also remove the Uber status, and that's really cool. I actually never explained what Ubers are. Basically, the gist of it is you can restrict your laugh to a certain amount. Either 15, 27, or I believe 35. There also used to be a one laugh Uber feature, and you could only make a one laugh Uber toon on April 1st, but that feature has since been removed because of just how ridiculous it was. You'll still occasionally see one laugh Ubers running around, but pretty much all of the recent content in the game is literally impossible to do without taking any damage. So it's kind of a goofy gimmick than anything. But when you talk to this guy, you can either redraw your toon, rename it, or respec. And this is what it looks like. Now we're not going to be changing Snagglecorn's appearance, don't worry. But this is what it looks like. You can just change your species again if you want to. This looks cursed. This looks really cursed. But yes, you can do this. You might have also noticed these guys just chilling in the playground, and these guys are part of a new limited time mini-boss, which, next time. Next episode. Thank you so much, you can't imagine how bugged out I was. No pun intended. Now that you've given me my bug suit back, I just need to get out of here safely. So clear the streets a bit, come see me, and I'll send a reward in your mailbox. Quick, before the butterflies find me! We need to defeat 10 Cogs, which is a bit much, but here, we got it. Excellent! These gears will work nicely. Now, just hand over the straps I had you collect so that we can secure them in place. What? I didn't ask for the straps. Oh. I'm really sorry, Snagglecorn, I keep making mistakes. I need straps to secure them safely to your legs. We can't just let you jump around and let them crush your poor little digits. Some mechanical belts were what I had in mind. Again, from those strong kinds of cogs roaming around town. I promise that's the last step. So, we need to recover 2 mechanical belts from the cogs and defeat 10 cogs in Toontown Central. And that overlaps pretty nicely with the Lobot's task, so that works for me. Look at this man right here. Terrified. Fantastic. Let me just pray it off here right now. Youch! I got a lot of practicing to do before mime classes apparently. Well, it's all yours. Just tell them to ignore any colourful hairs. It's decorative glue. Alright, let's talk to this man. Wow, You sure seem to have solved that quick. Oh, what are these hairs? Decorative glue? I'm no simpleton, Snagglecorn. I am very smart. I know mouse hairs when I see them. This just clearly won't cut it. We can't be unsanitary. Go back and get some fresh and preferably unused glue, please. And this man really just told me to fuck off, and now I need to go talk to Sticky Glue again. Fuck this world. Well, alright. I suppose I could give you some of my patented fresh glue. There's just a bit of a problem. Actually, two problems. I may or may not be stuck once again. I was just starting my miming practice, and I got really into pretending I'm in that invisible box. It was great, until I swooped my arm one last time and knocked all of the glue jars right onto my feet again. I can't begin to explain to you the feeling of shame I am experiencing right now. If you could get me a glass jar, I'll get to unsticking myself and give you some fresh glue from the back. Okay, I gotta fish up a glass jar, I see. Alright, so every single street, with a couple of exceptions, has a pond. Not all of them have them, but most of them do. And what we want to do is we want to fish up a glass jar. So, the way these tasks work, because I kind of skimmed over it last time, is you just have to fish, and every couple of things you fish up will be the thing. And there we go, we got it first time. Sometimes it'll have like a bigger rarity, and you'll have to fish for a little bit, but usually it wouldn't take long. Usually it'd be the first couple of ones you do. We got a nest shark! Oh, that was right behind us, I see. Nice job. Just gonna fill up the jar. At least my paws are getting better air cooling. That's a plus, right? Oh, don't answer that. The jar's all full. Here you go. Some fresh glue. Next time I will make sure I'm at least 2 arm lengths away before practicing. Good luck with the glue. Ah, finally. Some decent glue. I'll get this over to Nurse Nancy right away. This is gonna do wonders for the injured Toons. You've done us a big solid, and I'm incredibly grateful. I can already see your trust growing higher and higher, and honestly, I see nothing short of a bright future for you. Go over to good old Giggles now and see what you can do for him. Hey there, Snagglecorn. Good to finally speak to you. I've been hearing reports from Toons all over about what a great job you've done. Yay. Especially from Franz Neckvan. We've never seen him so pumped up lately, even if we get a little confused on what he's saying. This kangaroo is just blocking my view. What's he doing? So we've been talking to Banker Bob about handling jelly beans and holding them for Toons, but it turns out he's in a situation himself. I think the economy's been crashing lately. Alright, look at this nerd right here. Hey there, are you here to help me out? I've been trying to stay in contact with the Toon Resistance as much as possible. I've been experiencing quite an issue. Ever since the big switch to jelly beans as our currency, it's been a nightmare for me to keep a track of things. My job is incredibly important, mind you. I'm not just here for storage, no, I keep track of a lot of stuff. I track inflation, influx, spending, and all kinds of numbers that make your eyes twirl around trying to keep track of. The fact of the matter here is, I need to get my adding machine back to add up things properly. Only if one of those money-grubbing penny pinchers hadn't taken my only one, that is. If you could find that penny pincher that took my adding machine, I'd be so grateful. You know, how did the penny pincher even take the thing, you know, when he's in the playground? I don't get that, but this is fine. You're fine, whatever. You know, if he really can't defend his money machine, I don't know. You know, maybe it deserved to be taken from him if he can't even defend his building. Now, before we start taking on a bunch of cogs, I had one request in the comments of the last video that I want to do real quick. So I figured I'd go over all my settings in the game, and go over what I recommend enabling, disabling, and the like. Now, all of these I recommend keeping on. Discord Rich Presence, feel free to enable that if you'd like to. Personally, I like to keep it disabled because I like to listen to Spotify and whatnot while I play the game. And I know a lot of people like to see what I'm listening to. Toontown usually takes priority over Spotify, so I usually keep it disabled just for the Spotify. All of these, I would definitely keep all of them. Now, this is a recent feature added, where you can change how many lines are displayed in the chat. I think 9 is good for readability, but it depends on what you personally prefer. And also the resolution of your monitor. Both of those are very, very important. And you can very strongly modify and customize what you'd like to appear in the chat and whatnot, and it's very handy. You can also sort the stickers by usage, so it'll display your most recently used sticker at the top, and then the last sticker you used at the very bottom, and that's super useful. For volume, I would definitely keep it around 30 or so. This game can get kinda loud unless you go and modify the game's volume in the volume mixer. So I definitely try and keep it below 50% if you can, but it's all up to you. You'd usually want to keep Toon chat sounds enabled, and I believe special audio effects are basically different versions of the songs that will play when you're underwater. Think how in, say, Banjo-Kazooie, if you go underwater, the song that's currently playing will change to a more calming version of the song. They also use this during boss battles when a cog is stunned. It will change to like a different keyed version of the song, and it's very handy. Now for resolution, I definitely set the texture quality to highest. It's not super demanding, and truth be told, this game on low texture quality looks hideous. Like what is this shit? This is what the game looks like on lowest, and just no, this looks awful. Why would you ever play like this? Why? Anisotropic filtering isn't super demanding. I definitely recommend having it set to highest too, but it doesn't really make a huge difference. The sticker book size is entirely up to you, but I like to keep it at small. Anti-aliasing I would definitely recommend enabling, because without it the game can look very pixelated. Now, VSync I personally keep disabled. Most games I would encourage disabling it, because it can cause a lot of games to feel very sluggish. But for Toontown, it's not really going to cause much issue. Now, screen overlay is a strange experimental feature, where it basically adds a filter over the game. I don't really see a point of this. I don't know why you would want to play the game like this. There's a lot of different options. But hey, if you're into that, I guess the option's there. This honestly just looks like a 7th generation game. You know, it's got the filter and everything. This is just an Xbox 360 title. You can also have the FPS meter appear, which it's kind of self-explanatory there. Legacy Content Pack support basically lets you use resource packs that were originally created for Toontown Rewritten and the like. If you're using a resource pack, I definitely recommend enabling it, but if you aren't using resource packs, I definitely keep it disabled. Now, these are all accessibility features, they're all pretty self-explanatory. Some of these can be very useful, and some of them are just kinda there. It's entirely up to you which ones you'd like to enable and disable. You can also scale parts of the UI, which is also very useful. Now, I would definitely not disable the overhead laugh display. It is a godsend with this game. I would also recommend not enabling automatic lock-in, because it is a very, very useful feature. Especially in the later bosses, it is a godsend, and I cannot imagine having the game automatically lock in for me. It would be a nightmare. I would also advise against enabling this setting. Jump cancels real-time gags. You'll see why when we eventually get to the VP boss, but essentially if you jump while throwing a pie in real time, it will cancel out, and you really don't want to do that. Jumping while throwing a pie in this game is actually really good. This setting basically makes it operate like it did in original Toontown, where jumping would just cancel out entirely, and I definitely recommend not doing this. There is zero reason you'd want to enable this feature. I don't know why this is even in the game, to be honest. Automatically equip new items such as accessories and clothes. I definitely say it's an acquired taste, but I personally keep it disabled. Show building name tags when you're going through the streets is definitely useful to have. It depends if you see it as screen clutter, which I don't really mind it. Show laugh meters during attacks. Do not disable this one. It is extremely useful at looking at what laugh all your teammates are at, and again, especially during bosses, it's especially useful. Live searching can be a bit demanding on your performance, but I definitely recommend keeping it enabled. It is extremely handy. I definitely recommend that. Activate sprint with toggle. Depending on if you have sticky keys enabled, I would definitely say maybe you'd consider enabling it. But it's up to you. It's completely personal preference. Keybinds is very self-explanatory. You can just rebind all of your keys. Now, this feature isn't as useful as it used to be, but the door interaction key is also very nice to have. Basically, back in the day, you could collide with other players and they could easily accidentally push you into doors and whatnot that you didn't want to go through. So that was a very useful feature back in the day, but these days nobody really uses it, because it's just not really needed with player collisions being gone. Same for the NPC interaction key. The chair interaction key though I definitely keep enabled, because they can be a bit annoying to accidentally walk into. I personally keep my field of view at the highest it can go because I'm a Quake pro. Right click toggles mouse control is for the orbital camera. It's up to you which one you prefer. I think just feel free to experiment. Try what makes you most comfortable. And that is all of the settings in the game. And my personal preferences. It's all up to you which you prefer. I definitely try and experiment and just see what works best for you. Oh, fantastic, you're back. Given how this is just a stack of torn pages, I'm guessing you ran into some trouble trying to get that guide. I'm sorry about that, I can definitely make it up to you though. It's lots of fun to take photos, so do it all the time. I'd love to take a photo of you as a reward. Unfortunately, I just ran out of film. I hate to ask for another favour, but can you ride the trolley for me? Oh god! I don't want to ride the trolley. For some reason, there seems to be a lot of unused boxes of film along the trolley tracks. Can't imagine what those could have been for, but I'm not complaining. I'd do it myself, but these steps on the trolley look scary, don't question it. Oh lord, I have to ride the fucking trolley. You know, the things I do on this game, you know, I don't even get thanked. You know, I can't believe this. Can't fucking believe it. Fuck this world, you know. Fuck Toontown. You know, fuck, what's his name? Tumbles, you know. Making me ride the trolley. That's like a fate worse than death. This is literally, I'm going into the tunnel of doom.
A few moments later.
Tell you what, we are 5 levels away from hitting trolley level 10, which will give us another laugh boost, so how about we do a bit of trolley grinding? Oh god damn it, son of a bitch, cunt, fuck. Congratulations on reaching trolley level 10, you have gained a laugh boost. And there we go, we have done it. Tumbles, you bastard, I can't believe you made me ride the trolley. Wow, you're so nice. Let me put this in. There we go. Ready to get your picture taken? Strike a pose. It'll take a moment to develop, but here's your photo. Anyways, I'll be heading out to check out the other parts of Toontown. If you see me around, don't hesitate to say hello. And there we go. We got the selfie pose. And that's pretty cool. And here's our new decked out profile. It's looking pretty snazzy. Perfect, you've done great work. Now it's simple. Just train with these gears and you'll be able to jump through and fall straight through into Toontown Central. Just remember the force of throwing it down, jumping high enough, and focusing on Toontown Central. As a bona fide professor, I'm sure you've learned what it takes. Congratulations, Snagglecorn, you've learned how to teleport straight here to Toontown Central. Now, we can, of course, teleport directly to Toontown Central whenever we want. And you know what? I think we'll probably end it off early today. I wanted to do a shorter episode this week, as the first 2 episodes were pretty long, around 40 minutes, so I figured why not do a shorter episode this time around. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get quite a bit done next week. I'm really hoping soon we can make it to the end of TTC. But yeah, TTC is pretty short compared to the rest of the game, and I think we can get through it. I don't want this playthrough to be like a million parts, so we're just gonna try and skim through the rest of this playground, and I'll show you guys what is in store and all of that. And yeah, with all of that said, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Sorry it was a little shorter than usual, but you know, it is what it is. I think next week we're gonna take on the High Roller, the brand new boss of this game. And if you're just playing Toontown for the first time or watching gameplay of it for the first time since playing it as a kid maybe, you're gonna be blown away by next week's episode. I guarantee it. No exaggeration. This boss is insane. And you'll see why next week. With all of that said, I'll see you all when I see you. Adios, gamers.